Good evening, Lions fans, and welcome to Truelove's Pizza and Grits Thursday Night Preview, an hour-long discussion of Columbia Lions football from Truelove's Pizza and Grits on Riverside Drive. Now, here are your hosts, Dan James and Eddie Bobo.
And a very pleasant good evening. Welcome, everybody, to Truelove's Pizza and Grits Thursday Night Preview. We're now 4-0 and ranked number 4 in 5A. Coach,
I'm excited about being 4-0.
well, I know you're 4-0.
I'm not thrilled about the ranking.
I'm not thrilled about the ranking either because I like to stay under the radar.
Yeah. Well, I'm not certain that the rankings are indicative of how well we've played. We've played well enough to win 4 games, and we're tickled to death about that. And
Sure.
we tell the boys that every day. But we really haven't beaten anybody significant yet.
But the real test comes tomorrow night.
Big test comes tomorrow night. Summit is a good team. We're a good team. We're going to find out how good tomorrow night because 2 good teams are going to meet each other, and it's going to be a 4-quarter game. Mm-hmm. And we're excited about that. We want to see. It's time to test our mettle. You know, we got to start out, playing some teams that we did what we should have done against teams of that caliber. Now it's time to find out what we're made of.
But a 452 offensive yard performance ain't shabby against Lawrence County.
No. We're not complaining at all. And we have an explosive offense.
Yes, we do.
And we have a pretty good defense that has had to play, even last Friday night, had to play with our backs against the wall a couple times.
Right.
Yep. For whatever reasons, we had, a couple negative plays last week, which is really the first time we've had any real negative plays.
Right.
And we got our backs against the way.
First time we had our quarterback sacked all year, too.
It is.
And
but in spite of that, we were still able to keep them out of the end zone.
Right.
So we've been pleased with our defensive play, even a couple times when we had adverse situations. We had some adversity in the Lincoln County game. So we've faced a little bit of adversity. Now it's time to test our mettle. Hey, Coach Hoth.
Hey, Coach.
Good to see you.
Sorry I was running late.
Well, now we're having there we go. Now we got you.
Had to go stop by a parent-teacher conferences first.
Oh, yeah. Those I noticed on the when I went over to Central today. The note about parent-teacher conferences.
Yeah, I think ours is next Tuesday. But Whitthorne had theirs today, so. Yeah. I was in and out as fast as I could be.
Well, any good news?
Yeah, kids are passing. That's good news.
That's always good news.
That's always good news. Absolutely.
Well, Coach, we pulled out a 21-6 victory for Friday night. We had one player go down with an injury. We got any update on him?
No, not yet. He gets an MRI on the 18th, so he'll definitely be out this week and next week. And we're hoping for the best. At the same time, we got to prepare for the worst.
Right.
But hopefully it's nothing major. But I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just curious. Yep. Inquiring minds would like to know.
Next man up.
That's right. Next man up's got to step up.
Right.
That's the mentality.
All right, so we're going to do a little. Even though we're on YouTube, we're going to do a little swapping here because Coach is going to go eat because he's got a pizza waiting for him, and then we're going to put.
Let them eat cake.
Coach Hoth over here.
Then we're going to put Coach Hoth over here.
We're going to put Coach Hoth.
And we're going to watch Rick's drink.
Yeah.
So
Rick, don't forget your drink.
Don't forget your drink.
Hang out for a few minutes.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
okay. All right. Good deal.
This way, I can get out when the time comes.
Well, we
Dave likes to sit over there because the air conditioning drips on him. And
yeah, I know.
Dave's all wet. All right, we're all in the proper seats now.
All right. Now I did have a player tell me last week. He said we won at Lawrence County. Okay, so we won at Lawrence County, but we have really got to step up our practice for Summit.
That's true. That's something we brought to their attention at the end of the game last week. Super proud of the way we've started this season. Couldn't have asked for a better start, obviously, being 4-0. But at the same time, we want to remind our guys, Sunday evening that, the meat and potatoes of the schedule is about to come.
Yep.
And it's time to, pick up our focus and practice, which I felt really good about this week's practice. I think they did take their practice level to a different level. So we'll see. I think we've prepared well. I think our guys are ready. So now it's just time to go do it now.
Well, you've been through 4 games already. They already ought to have it down by now.
I know. You think so? They would have it down. But, we like I heard Coach Sykes say we've been through a little bit of adversity through Lincoln County and Lawrence County. We have. And like you said, now it's going to be a little bit tougher. We're going to face a more complete team than we've seen to this point in the season. They're good offensively, they're good defensively, and they're solid in all three phases. So we're going to have to bring our A game tomorrow night. That's for sure.
All right, Coach Davis, what do we need to work on?
Well, the one big key for this week for us is definitely offensive line play. Seeing a little bit of different defense than we've seen the past 4 weeks, and I think their D-line and what they do in the defensive front, they're pretty solid, and it's going to be a really good challenge for our linemen to block them, and we're going to really see they're going to see some really good defensive linemen as they've seen the past few weeks, and so I'm really excited to see how they're going to handle that.
So Summit does have a big physical line, though.
Well, I wouldn't say they're necessarily big, but they're the type of players, they get after it.
Yeah. They play hard. They're going to play hard. They're going to play for 4
quarters. Do a lot of
quarters.
stunts and that sort of thing. Yeah.
They'll be well coached. They're never going to give up on a play. If you on their film, there's always 8, 9 guys to the ball, and they flow hard and they just play very well.
Okay. Well, I just remember the last time we went to Summit, it didn't go too well either.
No, it did not.
Hell, the last few times we played them hadn't gone well, so hopefully we can change the tides here.
There you go.
And they've got a strong running back. We have to prepare defensively. We can't let them stay on the field and control the time of possession. That's what I think. If I were them, that would be my game plan against us.
Right.
We have a pretty explosive offense. We have some real playmakers on our offense. So, they want to shorten the game. They want to pound the ball a little bit, I think. They want to run the clock. And so our defense has got to find ways to stop their running back and get off the field on third down. That's our challenge as a defense this week.
And who's in charge of defense?
These guys.
No.
Well, wait a minute.
That would be Coach. I got the D line. I'll take responsibility for the defensive line.
And again, I may be calling the plays, but Coach Sykes, Coach Taylor, Coach Loggers, Coach Binkley, they're all giving me, hey, try this. So we're collectively as a staff doing the best we can to put our defense in a situation to be successful.
So if I say man up, blitz the house, will you listen to me?
We might do that.
Now here's the sad thing. It seems like it's been forever since we played at Lindsey Nelson.
I know. They have the 2 weeks in a row with the away games.
Right.
It does feel like a long time now. I mean, that rain game at Lincoln County seemed like a year ago now. It seems like.
Y'all sit up there where we are too. It's like, God, is this thing ever going to get over?
I know.
Let's win this thing. Go home.
I know. It's always nice playing at home, and I don't mind the road games, just because it's all part of the experience going into a different atmosphere. I know I spoke last week about going to Dixon County. And I think it's the coolest thing when you get booed at. You're going into a stadium.
I love it. I love the adversity of that.
But here's the crazy thing: we go down to Lawrence County, and you cannot hear the PA at all.
No,
it's like watching an NBC game that one time that they didn't have any announcers on the National Football League game. That's it.
Well, I know at the middle school game the weekend prior to that, Whitthorne played down there against E.O. Kaufman, and you couldn't hear anything either.
Yeah.
And in our game administrator meeting, their athletic director said, I don't think our PA is going to be working tonight, just to let you know. Okay.
And they had plenty of time to get fixed.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I can't deal with that. I'm sorry. I was sitting down there telling everybody, I should have brought me a bullhorn out of Duncan.
Maybe they didn't have the skill sets down there in Lawrence County. That's all I can say. Because I know, Dan, you or I, either one could have fixed it.
Oh, yeah. We could have gone up there and taken care of that. No problem at all. You got 2 audio guys here. We can take care of that.
That's right.
But anyway, that was a fun game against Lawrence County because we were moving it really well on offense.
Yeah, we moved the ball for the most part okay. I think Coach Davis agreed. There was a couple times we got missed opportunities.
Right.
We kind of shot ourselves in the foot. End of the day, we made some big plays right before halftime to regain some momentum. And defensively, in the heat of the battle, you overlook the grand scheme of things. At halftime, I wasn't too pleased with our performance at that point, but really we were okay in the first half defensively, and at the end of the game, looking at the stats, I mean, we held them to less than 100 yards rushing against a running team. So
right.
I'll take that any day of the week. But it was exciting to see. It was exciting, good win for us. After they got us last year and broke our streak against them, it was good to go down to their place and I guess repay the favor.
But the fun thing is to watch our speed. Our speed is incredible.
Well, anytime we get the ball to one of our athletes, it's just like, where's my PAT team? You got to be ready to go because they can take it to the house at any point.
Yeah, so. that touchdown just before end of the first half, that was huge. And
yes, it was.
Where the receiver went up and actually took it away from two guys. I mean,
that was just a combination of a good play all around. From start to finish. I mean, Darian obviously threw a great pass. Dontavius made a great catch. Offensive line gave Darian plenty of time to sit in the pocket, let the play develop, and to make the throw. So I mean, from start to finish, all 11 guys was a good example of everybody doing their assignment.
Andrew Owens is doing real good on the PATs right now.
He did. Last week we worked it every day. With the weather this week, we weren't able to do that, but he has improved. We're working some more field goals. I think we hit a 37-yarder in practice today. Probably could have went for 40. So, we're working to that to where if we get in the red zone, that might be an option for us if we get down to a fourth down situation. So, it's something we're continuing to improve on each week, which is good. It's nice to see.
Yeah.
I told Dan, I said, he's got the adrenaline pumping tonight because when he kicked them extra points, they just sailed through,
Yeah, he's definitely improved from week to week.
We've been working with it and made a couple minor changes that have really helped get some elevation on the ball. So we're very pleased with that right now.
Yeah.
Doing well.
Good.
I'm tickled. Tickled the whole team right now.
And I'm excited. I just hope I hope we rise to the challenge tomorrow night. And I told our guys after practice today, we're going to be in adversity. There may be a time where we're getting a rough patch, whether we're up or we're down tomorrow night. We're going to see what kind of character we have and what we're made of. And the goal for coaching a football game is you compete for 4 quarters, and hopefully in the fourth quarter you're in position where you have a chance to win the ball game.
Right.
And that's the goal each and every week is we want to compete the entire game, every single play, and hopefully if we do that, end of the day we'll be in good shape.